Alright guys, I'm going to be real with you. I'm really embarrassed to even show you the car right now. Really can't believe that I really even let this happen. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Just kind of giving you a quick update and showing you a little bit of my mistake and lessons learned here. As you can probably see, starting to get a little organized here. It's still a mess, but it's coming together. But a little background here. So what happened was I never like letting my car sit out, and the car sat out for a few weeks. This happened because we sold our home and the buyers wanted to close way sooner than our new house was available. So we lived with my parents for a few weeks. The car sat out. Here in Florida, I learned that the water is really hard and leaves mineral deposits all over the car. Well, you could wash it off real quick, but you're washing it with hard water. So gosh, it's pretty bad, guys. But I promised my son that we were going to Cars and Coffee tomorrow. He's just excited about the donuts and seeing Lamborghinis and, well, just mostly the donuts. But I got to hold up to my promise to him. So it's go time. It's going to be a challenge and a learning process because I've never had this hard of water. At our last house, the water spigots were hooked up to our water softener, so I had really nice water. Having it sit out and the sprinkler systems just kind of destroyed both of our cars. And I thought, well, maybe this spigot's hooked up to our water softener too, right? So I did a quick hose down, realized it's not. It made it worse. But my process today is going to be, I did a little research and I saw from Chemical Guys, snow foam. They add some softener properties to this to kind of help with hard water. So I'm going to give this a shot, see what happens. I'm going to be using the pressure washer with a foam cannon. I'm going to attempt to blast off as much as I can in a safe manner, then foam it down. Let's see how well it foams up with this water. I'm still learning, trying to see what's going to work best. And then obviously rub it down. But what I got here from Chemical Guys as well is on this side, it's a synthetic like clay, similar to your detailing clay, but just on a mitt, so you can cover a lot more material quicker. And then on the back side is, this with, I also got a microfiber wash mitt. So I'm going to try to be as gentle as possible when removing the minerals. I'm really, really hoping that we did not etch the paint here, but time will tell. If we do, we're just going to polish it off with a couple stage compound, either Meguiar's 105 or 205. I'm going to start as easy as possible and step up. I'm going to start with the wheels. I'm going to show you just how bad these brake pads release dust. It's insane. So I'm going to spray it down, get off as much as I can. Then I'm going to take my speed brushes, something similar to this, actually this one specifically, and get inside the wheel wells, the inside of the rim, everything with that. And anything else that's left, I'm going to do some touch up, the calipers, and anything else with this nice bristled brush. I'm going to use a separate bucket just for wheels. Everything else with the grit guard for washing the car. The dirt gets trapped underneath this. And let's go from there. Because the pressure washer is going to be so loud, I'm going to do a voiceover and just kind of show you the video, so it might sound a little different. But I promised my son we're going to Cars and Coffee in the morning, so yeah, we got a big task in front of us, and I really am hoping that I didn't destroy the paint. but hard water can be difficult to work with, and I may have to put a softener just on the spigot I'm going to use for washing cars. But let's give it a shot, see what we're working with, what our baseline is, and go from there. I think what I'm going to have to do is just continually keep the car wet and dry it as quick as possible. It's a black car, it's hot here in Florida, things evaporate quickly, so it's just going to be a challenge, but that's what life's all about. Guys, as you can see when I zoom in here, the mineral deposits on this is just insane. I learned this from just our well water is super hard, which uses our sprinkler and our spigot. So it's everywhere. It's like sandpaper when you rub your hand across it, which you shouldn't do too much as it leaves marks. But this is going to be really interesting to get out of the paint. I'm going to work on a 3-step approach. First, spray off all the brake dust, as you can see, is just coated in it. Then I'm going to do a wheel brush, speed brush, and then I'm going to go in with the fine little detail brush. But the black dust is just kind of insane watching it wash off right now. I'm using a speed brush. This is the second step. And this is awesome because it gets it inside the wheel wells where you normally can't reach unless you take off the wheel. So this is a really important tool that I have that I love using. The final third step here that I'm using is just kind of a detail brush. Kind of gets it on the calipers, gets a little bit of the spokes where kind of the bigger brushes kind of miss. This is great for that little finite detail work. Okay, so now I'm moving on to actually washing the car. I did the wheels first. This is I believe it's the MTM foam cannon. I'm used to this kind of foaming up like a heavy shaving cream, and this was not performing how I thought, and I don't know if it was the water pressure, whether it was the hard water. I'm not really sure the reason for this, so I'm going to have to kind of figure it out, but this just kind of helps coat everything, gets it into the nooks and crannies, and really helps add a little bit of extra pressure. Lubes it up really nice, so when you go over it with the brush and the wash mitt, you're not really marring the surface as much as maybe some other methods. So I've gone over this a couple times, really hoping that a lot of the minerals just kind of blast off, but and when I go over it with the clay mitt, that'll be the true test here. So the car actually cleaned up pretty good. I got some shine back, but there's still some streaking in it. And unfortunately, I do think I see some etching that I may try to buff out here at a later date. But for Cars and Coffee, it'll make it.
Hey.